introduce Elder Doreen Vaughn, who will introduce the Stewardship campaign and some very special congregation members.
Good morning. For such a time as this, our theme from the story of Esther says, it asks us to focus on this special time, which is what exactly? Well, it is the time of reestablishing normalcy after 2.5 years, of reconnecting with what it means to be a member of this congregation, of rejoining the congregation's time and talents with those of our own, of renewing our covenant with God to care for one another and this place, and of recommitting our resources to the work of our church. That's what time is this. For the next month, you will be hearing messages during worship, learning updates from the church's Wednesday emails, and finding details in your home mailboxes, encouraging you to prayerfully consider your pledge to the church for the year 2023. On December 4th, we will dedicate these pledges, which you may hand in during the special offering then, or send to the church office, online, or in person. If your pledge card has not yet arrived, it is on its way. There are also a few in the pews you may notice for your use as well. Today, we'll hear from a 3-generation family of this church, the Theodos and Raskas, as they share how giving is important to them.
Good morning. Good morning. Blending the Baptist and Catholic religions resulted in our family finding Presbyterianism while I was in the Air Force and serving in Missouri. After retiring and moving to Jana's hometown of Fredericksburg, we joined this church. Our kids quickly made friends and became active in Sunday school and youth groups, including trips to Camp Hanover and to Montreat. Jana and I have taught Sunday school and have volunteered with various church activities. I am an elder and served as on an associate pastor search committee. We have proudly watched as our children married in this church, then our 5 grandchildren were baptized here also. One of my proudest moments is when Ashley was ordained as an elder and we got to serve communion together. I'm also proud that Brian is currently a serving elder. Sitting in worship, surrounded by our family, is a wonderful feeling. This is why Jana and I give.
Moving to a new state during middle school was a scary prospect. We had moved before, but by middle school, friend groups had already been established, and as we know, newcomers aren't always welcomed easily into that group. Fitting in at school was a little trickier, but finding my place at church was seamless. My brother and I were welcomed quickly and became involved in Sunday school and youth group. The friends we made on those Sunday mornings and evenings gave us the soft landing place we needed when everything else was still unfamiliar. My church friends became real friends as we grew and learned through retreats, ski trips, mission trips, lock-ins, and weeks at Montreat. The church was a safe space to explore our interests and express ourselves, knowing we were supported by each other and the congregation. Who I am today was definitely shaped by my experiences in the church and why we want our children to feel at home here as well through their childhood and youth. This is why I give.
Having been raised in the Catholic Church, I relied heavily on tradition and a close connection to those who shared my faith. When I first met Ashley and she asked me to attend this church with her, I was skeptical of attending a church of a different denomination than I was accustomed to. I guess I was a bit naive at that time, but little did I know that this place would serve those very things I was seeking in a church. A place where I could serve my community, grow in my faith, and a home I could raise a family in. Now that was some 16 years ago. Since then, I've become a member of the church, Ashley and I were married in the church. We've participated in many opportunities to give back to this community. I'm currently serving on session as an elder, and most importantly, we've brought 3 wonderful daughters into this world, had them baptized in this church, and ultimately have given them a home and a foundation to build and grow in their faith. And this is why I give.
Well, I really didn't have a choice, but but I am so glad my grandparents and parents chose this church for us to be a part of, because I love how everyone is so welcoming, friendly, and just nice to each other. I am looking forward to continuing to learn about the teachings of Jesus, singing in the choir, and having a church family to grow with in the years to come.
And this is why we give.